A few months ago, I met with a very good friend whom I had not seen for about 10 years. My friend had always dreamed of owning a sports car. When we both were 20 years old, he told me that he had started saving money to buy a Chevrolet Camaro. I remember as he was telling me this goal, his eyes were shining and he was determined to make it. So he made a plan where he would save the same amount of money every single month for several years so that he could be able to buy it. He wanted to save the entire amount to pay it down a few years later. So at this meeting a few months ago, I asked him if he had been able to achieve his goal, and he told me that he was still saving money because as the years went by, prices went up more and more. So he still hadn't quite finished putting the money all together. And what happened is that in 2013, a Camaro costed around $40,000, but today in 2023, it costs around $60,000. In fact, according to the newspaper AS, cars in Mexico have gone up 55% of the value in the last 6 years, and this mainly driven by the pandemic and its consequences. This situation, that is, that my friend has been saving but has not yet been able to buy this car because of the increases, made me think a lot, and I wondered, will he be able to buy it one day with his savings? And how good is it to save money? Is there a better way to take care of money or make it grow? These questions let me investigate the reasons for price increases in order to understand them, but mainly to look for other options than just saving money. In this research, I learned about inflation and the difference between saving money and investing it. So my goal today is to convince you that after you have an emergency fund, investing your money is better than just saving it over the years. And by investing your money, you can beat inflation and grow that money faster. In short, according to Peter G. Peterson Foundation, inflation is the rate at which prices for goods and services increase across an economy. In other words, if we had saved $1,000 within 1, 2, or 3 years, we will not be able to buy the same things because they will have increased in value. Not to mention that money also loses value. So how can we protect ourselves in this situation? How could we make the money we save today enough to buy what we wanted even after a few years? Well, the reality is that there is nothing that is 100% sure. But what we can do is invest the money in a financial instrument that generates a percentage equal or greater than inflation. For example, if this year inflation was 7%, the products or services that costed $100 next year will cost approximately $107 or more. Then we need to invest our money where they give us an interest of 7% annually or more. And that way, if we invested $100 next year, we will surely get the same $100 plus $7 in returns as a profit for having invested that money. And this, the increase in products or services will not affect our pocket or wallet. Now, let's take this example to a much bigger plane, that is investing for a long term and the difference it would make if we only save money. Let's suppose that our goal is to retire and enjoy with our family 30 years later from now. If we started saving $500 every single month, after 30 years, we would have saved $180,000, But let's see a better option. There is an important term in investments, and this is the compound interest. But what is it? According to Karen Bennett in her article, What is Compound Interest? Compound interest is the interest you earn on interest. In other words, if you invest your money, it will generate profits. And if you reinvest those profits while adding the monthly amount that you want to save, it will create a snowball effect. Let me give you an example. If you invest $500 every single month, as well as the interest earned, with an annual interest of 10%, and you do it constantly for 30 years, at the end of that period, you would retire with approximately $1,085,000. Much better, right? And well, on this occasion, I will not tell you about the informative details about investments, but I challenge you this week to start making an investment plan that suits your possibilities. And starting in April or May, start investing your money instead of just saving it. And when you decide to retire, it will be a pleasure to get together and talk again about the results. So thank you so much.